I'd like to take this chance to apologize. Absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World Most Dangerous Podcast. Vivo P's in the building. Was good.
It was going bar for bar.
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
That's good.
Hondo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
You know what time it is, baby.
Hey, it's time to wake up the neighbors. Hold up. Wake up the neighbors.
Flavor Flav.
J Camp's favorite part of the show was good. We got about 30 million people in here. What's going on?
Minus 30 million.
30 million people. What's going on? J Camp, man. What's goody? J Camp, what's going down, man?
What's cracking, man?
Man, J Camp got the Punisher shirt on, man. What's going on?
Man. You got the Punisher shirt.
You got that Kanye, that new Yeezy shirt. Okay, I see you, man.
And that Bloody
Powers in
Valentine
her
back
early.
there.
Yeah,
Seven
the
hundo
Valentine,
up in this
yeah.
piece.
Yo, wow.
Good.
700, what's good?
J Camp, man, holding it
Club.
down. Bebo P was goody, man. Hold up, man. I gotta get y'all, a little crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's all good.
How y'all
It's
doing
all
tonight,
good.
Bebo P?
It's
What
all
you
good.
doing, man? You good?
Hey, good, man. Feeling great. Great to be with y'all. And shout out to
Man,
Joe
this album.
Claire, man. Shout out to Joe Claire for interviewing Special Ed on that Fox,
Absolutely.
Fox 11.
Salute.
Whatever. It was just dope.
Town.
Yeah, yeah.
What's good?
That
Young
was
Dolph
so
Salute
dope.
was good.
Yeah.
Listen,
Shout
I
out to
always in here.
Memphis.
Rest
Shout
of
out
the
to
house.
Memphis.
Tim
Shout out to
Williams
Tim.
was
Was
good.
good. Was good.
What's going on, man? We got everybody here early, man. I see you, man, representing the Cardinals, man. We're gonna see how they
Yeah,
do.
we see you. Iceberg, how you feeling,
Okay.
man?
Louisville.
Louisville, what's happening?
Man, April's in here, man. We good tonight, man.
April,
We
you know
holding
I'm
it down.
from the 502
Up.
as well, April.
Come
Salute
on,
to the
yeah,
502.
that's family, cuz.
All day.
Okay. Step
Hold
into
up.
our
All
casa.
day.
Mama!
Mama.
I gotta put my echo on for that boy. What's going on,
There you
man?
go.
So like I said, we got everybody in
Yeah.
the building tonight, man. We holding it down,
Peace
of
to
course,
y'all.
man. Come
Welcome,
on, man. You know how we do, man.
welcome.
When y'all come in, man. We
You ain't
holding it
gotta-
down tonight.
All day.
Peace,
Man,
peace,
Devon's
peace.
up in
What's
here.
good, Devon?
What's
We
going
see you,
on, man?
brothers. Shout out and salute.
Hey, we got a
good,
good show for
Devon?
y'all tonight, man. A lot of farts going on tonight, man. Come on,
Stop
man.
it.
J Kim's gonna love it tonight.
Yeah.
You might see Tackleberry tonight. You might see some cats
I ain't
over there
trying to
tonight, man.
I
It
ain't
might
trying
be
to see
crazy.
Tackleberry, bro.
No Tackleberry, cuz.
Nah, my guy. I ain't
You might
trying
see
to
that.
no
You might see that
Tackleberry.
Officer Dingle from that Reno 9/11.
Reno 9/11,
Oh,
man. Hey,
I ain't
man,
trying to
salute
see none
Devon,
of
man.
them officers, man.
Man.
None of them.
Jay-Z Snitchington? Y'all want to see none of them?
Oh,
Hey, man, we got
shit.
Sierra on
None
deck.
of
We
them.
got
Hey,
Finesse two
man.
times. DMX salute, man. They just did an
Yes,
event for
salute.
him. Madden in the bill, man. Talking about that Melly
Wagwan.
going see now, man. Yeah, facts, man.
Wagwan.
Talking about Ja Rule copy that 50. We're gonna talk about that Saturday, man. But
Man.
we got dope
And welcome.
situation. Hold on. Yeah, welcome everybody, man. Welcome. First of all, you in the house, a fresh out, man. J Camp's down in the red.
In the house.
Bebo's in there holding it down, man. Always holding down with that hoodie and that nice hat.
Iceberg, the host with the most. Was
Yeah,
good.
man. And also,
Oh, and
man,
peace to the. You already know. Peace to the Podfather, baby.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna ring. I'm gonna order mine from Amazon. I'm about to order it.
Kiss the ring for the favors.
Salute, man. LB the Podfather always holding it down. But
Salute,
real
salute,
quick,
bro.
man. J Camp. This is your guy, man. He got the same hairstyle as you when you was in college.
Stop it.
Job basically threw the 50 piece. Put the money out, Bebo.
Oh man, you already know.
He threw the 50 all on the floor. It's crazy. He was at that the little Denver joint. Lost that Coca-Cola deal.
Yep. Sure did.
That was about 10 mil. Now he's on the 8-game suspension. He down there with J Camp down there in Florida at a little church and bull. J
Right.
Camp. Yeah, trying to get the Lord.
With the
J
T
Camp,
at
what
the
you
end
think
of the
about Ja? He got the 8-game suspension real quick. Will he come back? And will he make the playoffs, man? You think he'll be ready for the playoffs, man, with all this stuff going down and losing that kind of bread?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, I think Ja's on that paper chase right now, man. He's trying to save what he's already had in the bag. So, I mean, reading the Memphis Commercial Appeal, they talking about that there is no set timetable on when Ja will return, and he may not return this season.
Dang.
So I think he's trying to lay low and just to kind of keep his nose clean and his, his humanity out of social media and off just the radar. I'm
Facts.
not mad at him for this decision if this is what he wants to do. I mean, I would rather see him just come back and ball and just say F it, but if this is what he wants to do to save the bread or
Facts.
to do some house cleaning, he has some homies on the tab that didn't have that act right. You know what I'm saying? So he might be cleaning house too, man. So Ja got some things to get sorted out, but I'm rooting for this dude, man. I know he's gonna make a comeback, but would definitely love to see him come back for the playoffs. He may do that, but again, according to the Memphis Commercial Appeal, they're saying there is no set timetable for him to return, and he may be out for the remainder of the year. I mean, he's not even with the team. He's not even in Memphis right now. You know what I'm saying?
He's down in Florida.
This is deep. This is
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
So
It is.
he's getting whatever help that he needs. Salute to him. I mean,
Salute
it takes a
Carlin,
man
bro.
to
Yeah, salute,
to
salute.
understand where they fall short, man. So regardless of this situation forced that, at least he's making the moves to turn things around. So I salute Ja for that, man. I have no shade at all for Ja tonight, man. I just want to, prayers up for that man, and I want to see him come back stronger than ever. That's my hope for Ja.
Oh yeah,
I
man.
moved past all the shenanigans with this one, man. I'm right now, man. We in the solution phase of this. We in the get right phase. I just want Ja to get right.
Before Bebo goes in, do you think he'll get it? Do you think losing that? Because this thing, that Gatorade joint was supposed to be crazy. He was supposed to be
Yeah.
the top dude for Gatorade. Do you think
Yeah.
losing this bread, man? Well, because we see Nike still holding on to him. Do you think he's learned that lesson though, J. Kim?
I think he's learned that lesson, man. I truly do. I
Yeah.
mean, this was a
You
this
think this was
was a
his
gut
wake up
this
call?
was a gut punch.
Okay.
I mean, because you got to understand, this kid thought he was on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? He was walking around untouchable, man. I think he really got humbled by this. I truly do. I think he's taken the steps to not only redeem himself but come back for some redemption. So I feel like Ja is doing the right things. He's ordering his steps the proper way that he needs to. So whatever console that he's getting right now is good. Yeah, I don't know if it's coming from T. I doubt it. If there's one dude I have to throw shade at, is him. That's the only dude right now, man. Because you allowed this to happen. I feel because you was there on the road too. Well, we're not gonna go down that road no more. But I think Ja's on the path though, man, to get everything back. Because he has a chance, man. He's still young. Like, let's not forget, he's well into. He has not hit his apex yet. Ja still has an opportunity.
Shout out to Christopher.
Shout out to Christopher.
Great
Bebo, what
job.
you thinking on this, man? Because again, hey, Mr. Coleman, salute was good.
Mr. Coleman was good.
Salute, Mr. Cole. Appreciate
Question,
y'all.
real quick, Ja, will he learn the lesson? He posted it on IG. He had the on top of him at the club. Has he learned that lesson, man? And do you think he can ball this on the playoffs, man? Because again, I got a little bread on the Memphis a little bit. Maybe hit that
He
second
comes
round
back. That's a if.
if he
though.
comes back.
I think time's gonna tell, Iceberg. I think
Not the
time
answer
is the
too.
greatest indicator of proving as to whether or not you have made that complete 180 or not. Because you can't just say you made the change or proclaim that and then that be that.
Fact.
Respect is to be earned, and that comes with time. So there's that, but fresh out, we've warned black men time and time again to watch their behavior in making sure you're not committing unscrupulous acts, especially as a successful individual. I mean, if you don't believe us, go back to most of the topics that we discussed relating to Chris Brown and Trigger Trey Songz, for example, because once you do what you shouldn't have done in a significant way, you're forever a target for their gain and your takedown. And such is the case with that with that lap dance footage sold to TMZ or whoever, and got released after Ja didn't. Yeah, and after Ja didn't receive the criminal charges for the tooling the club situation. This the wannabe tough guy loses his endorsement deal. He goes from a 2-day suspension to an 8-day one and possibly indefinite one from the Memphis Grizzlies. And moving forward, hopefully he somehow doesn't go from locked in the NBA contract to locked up in the penitentiary.
Bebo P, because I think it's not indefinite from a Memphis perspective. This is Ja's decision. Because he got a certain amount of games to sit out from the league and from Memphis. Yeah. He can come back. This is his decision to prolong it. So he's deciding to go to Florida and do what he needs to do to get himself together. So I want to make sure that people understand this is not the Grizzlies saying, "Oh, you just can't come back." No, this is Ja's decision too.
And that, to me, that shows what you said, J Camp, that he's actually locked in and that he's learned that lesson. Because when you lose that money, pull out the money, bro.
Oh man, no, you already know that money, dog. You already know.
Come on, man. When you lose that bread, man, it's a problem, man. We don't. And like I said, salute to all our black athletes, man.
Salute.
It down. We don't want y'all losing no bread, man. Let's be clear. Man. And then Ja is, to me, a superstar, man. This ain't no dude come out the bench and bull, man. It's a superstar, man.
Oh yeah,
come on, man. So he's a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think what you said was key too, Iceberg, about him dedicating himself to the Lord and the church. So that's a great start, as well as what J Camp emphasized as well with the that and what you emphasize in the fact that this was largely his decision to go, to hold off from playing, which is why I was saying, he went from that. I'm glad you clarified that, because I tried to make sure I didn't say the NBA forced him or anything like that. But but no, I think these are great starts, but time is still gonna have to tell. Absolutely. But like y'all was essentially getting at, salute to him and salute to all of our black athletes out there, doing the daggone thing, and we wish the best for Ja
right now.
Yeah, for sure.
He's doing what he can right now.
Devon saying, as folks, we've allowed gangsterism to permeate into the psychosis. I'm going to just say that. And what it means to be a man. So again, if you saw, I think J Camp post a picture of Ja when he was younger, and he kind of looked like that little fiber bull trying to get that little cheese. So now, of course, man, I got the bread, I got the money. I wanna zoot all that. So to me, I think once you get past that, man, you don't have to flex. You know what I'm saying? I think he's becoming a man with this situation. So, and you got to, like J Camp said, he's young. You got to allow him to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to man saying NBA Young Ja will be back in, especially if he keeps the same company. But let's just hope he goes on the right track.
Exactly.
He will.
Listen, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be clear.
Let's hope this is the opportunity, man, for him to turn it around. Like I said, I want to kind of get away from the shade
was good
on Ja and just hope that this man gets it together. Because you got to understand, man, Ja he's leading. He's an example for cats who's coming behind him.
Right.
So
especially in his
the
generation.
better he does, the better he does, the better and the bigger bag cats coming after him. So he really is setting the stage of what's to come. So it's very important that he gets this together.
You're right.
Because people are watching. I mean, they already put out this footage on him, which is already on some just straight hate. I mean, they just hating, man. Now it's turned from laughing.
It's turned into NBA Twitter memes and all that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, that's why I'm pulling for him now, because it's turned into a different situation.
All day.
Man, salute to Carmen in the building, holding it down, man.
Carmen.
Come on, that's fam all day. She had the AT&T dude over there laughing fresh out, man, clowning them boys, man, on that snitchy tip. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Carmen in the building. Salute to Nightmare and Miss LB for holding down the hip hop junkie fresh out. Go check us out on y'all. Facebook. But
salute to AT&T too.
Hey man, hook us up, man. But speaking of getting hooked up, man, we gotta talk about J Camp's favorite rapper, man, and kind of Snitchy McFarlane. We gotta talk about that Troy Ave, man.
Looking like Play Martin.
Rolling, we can't play now. Hey. First of all, we gotta talk about Troy Ave. 2016, you had the situation, man. against Taxstone, man. Taxstone was a dope podcast at the time, man. He's been in the slammer, man. Ever since 2016, man, waiting on his trial. Play from Kid and Play, aka Troy Ave, man, just went on there, did a little telling on the joint. Hold up, real quick. Let me play this joint, man. Hold up.
Fair use.
And play the bull, man. What you doing? So basically, this was the situation that happened 2016. That's Troy right there, man. So he was basically saying it was self-defense. Taxstone was doing pretty much starting it. And all this has basically happened. But the question I got for y'all real quick, man, is, and of course, man, RIP to Bang and his family, his bodyguard who got deleted that night from supposedly friendly fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the misfire, as he put it.
First one of the night.
As he put it.
Is this basically snitching? Because you kind of like, hey man, it was him, it wasn't me. I had to shoot back because I had bad aim.
I'll set this off, bro. According to the code of the streets, man, if you tell, then you're a snitch, and that's just all across the board. When you're doing a deal with the man, and rest in peace to Banger, absolutely. When you do a deal with the prosecutor to get less time, we're talking about going from 15 years to 1. Yeah, that's what you call snitching, like it or not. Now perhaps Banger's family or loved ones is reprieved to some degree. To have seen or known that Troy Ave testified on the stand about what apparently or allegedly happened. But regardless of the circumstances, Troy's decision, I don't doubt it's a heavy one for him, since I'm sure he has a family. But you know, this decision that he made to testify was one that he's going to have to live with. So, you know, like you guys and out there on the chat, they're saying rest in peace to Banger and condolences to his loved ones for sure.
Facts.
Devon's out the chain.
Devon said, "Is it self-defense though when you do the?"
Well,
you know what I'm saying.
When you're looking at the footage, it don't look like that, but I don't know if that's 100% all the footage, though, too. But it's definitely the footage that we can see. But it looks like somebody run up in there bucking. It's what we can see. But I do agree with Bebo P. G code, you know, street code. If you on there bumping gums, then we know what it is. I'm not necessarily saying that Troy Ave is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. We wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We wasn't there.
Was not there at all.
Right.
And this man is testifying. So we can only assume that, well, I don't want to say we can assume. We can only hear his side of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Well, so, yeah.
But it does sound sus. I will say that.
Absolutely, man.
If I'm putting on my judge hat.
The judge? You mean that Judge Wigington?
If I'm putting on my Philip Banks skull cap, you know what I'm saying?
Never that Philip Banks stuff.
It all seems suspect to me. I'm gonna be all way real.
Yeah, bro. And you already know Manhattan.
It looked like somebody was pulling up with some intent to do some harm. Is what I see.
You're right. In accordance to the video, that is the perception. Especially if you're like the jury and you're seeing this footage in the courtroom. I'm not sure if they did or not, but at least just from that perception, I think you're right, J. Camp. The perception is, hey, you came through the door or you came through the function, just you know, banging. Right. And you know,
honestly, most people said that's what Taxstone was doing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like, they've had years to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to trial now. And again, I forgot who that was. I think it was Victoria saying that they're still, I remember this is still in court. Facts. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you can't be bringing that Thule up in a place like or a city like Manhattan too. They are going to
Yeah, I mean,
get you on
absolutely, man.
something.
Yeah.
As soon as that Thule was revealed and everything happened,
Salute Mama Bear.
something legally is bound to happen. And shout out to CJ. What was I saying? Iceberg, my bad. Carmen said, "Hey, my bear, miss you too, guys. Wasn't feeling great." Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And what was the next one, brother? Power 7 Hundo Club 7 Tax did a Gilly and Wallow interview from a jail cell. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
need
He
to
was
see
also
that.
saying that 700 was saying it wasn't Tip. Wasn't the Tip there too? Yeah, it was a
It,
TIP
it was a tip
concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back at it was at
And
his concert.
Taxstone was just like, man, I got it hit him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So dude over here wilding. So
Yep.
Antoine in the building, of course, man.
Yo.
Salute
Antoine was good,
Antoine.
was
What's going
good.
on?
Yo,
Again, we're gonna see what's going on with Troy Ave. You would think he would drop some music. I think he dropped a little diss or something like that, but you would think he would drop like an actual project, man, since he's got like some eyes on him. But we ain't heard too much from Troy Ave, but it is what it is. But we got the bars of the week and the book first, man. What you got so far? Be bold.
So, book of the week this week is titled 50 Rappers Who Changed the World, a celebration of rap legends by Candace McDuffie. Yeah. Absolutely.
Dope joint.
Absolutely.
Dope
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, from the 1970s to modern times, actually. This book covers some of hip hop's biggest and notable artists in the game. And we're talking about the who's who. African Bambaataa, Grandmaster Flash, and Sugar Hill Gang in the 70s to the 80s. Slick Rick, Roxanne Shante, and MC Hammer from the 80s. Foxy Brown, Lauryn Hill, Jay-Z, Nas from the 90s. Groups overall such as UGK, Outkast, Wu-Tang Clan, groups of that like. And even folks of today, Cardi B, Logic, Meg Thee Stallion, J. Cole, K Dot, meaning Kendrick Lamar, and so many other artists from each time frame that I just cited, which would take too long to do, of course. But in this book, you're definitely going to get a profile of sorts about each act, as well as an illustration such as what Iceberg has on the screen here of the person or persons surrounded in the bright colored pages and the artwork for the most part. But in essence, as the subtitle suggests, it's a great way to celebrate the ones who did it before our time, as well as those doing their thing currently along our time span of our lives as well. Definitely check this book out and let Fresh Out know what you think as well. This book was released in October of 2020, and it cost $10.80 on Amazon for its hardcover.
Hey, man, it's a dope joint. Salute to Candace
Salute to
McDuffie.
Candace.
Guy, you know what I'm saying?
All
Candace
day,
is
man.
on. We see you, cut.
Yeah.
We see you.
Melly Mel is in the book, Devon. Yep.
Yeah, we don't want no problem with Melly.
Man,
hey, man, Fresh Out. They not hot like that, man. If you compare them to Ja Rule,
man.
You even get JJ Fad in the book too.
Man,
you don't,
come
you
on,
don't hear that.
Super
You don't hear that
Sonic,
name
man.
much.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
He's
Super,
in the book,
dude.
Yeah.
Salute to Bebo on that joint,
We don't
man.
want no probs, man.
Man,
we don't want no
definitely
problems, man. Especially with that hat he had on too, that little pimp hat.
man, and the muscles.
and that mustache he had on.
Yeah.
So no, we don't want that boo.
Yeah.
Jay Camp, man. Bars of the week, man.
Bars of the week, man. We gotta go upstate. We gotta go Buffalo. One good time, and go with that dude, man. One of the best rhymers out right now, man. That Conway the Machine. We know Conway is not a lesser known MC for what Bars of the Week is typically for. But I still want to make sure that I show love to the Griselda General. Because this little project, Pain Provided Profit, it's a problem. Coming on the heels of Shay Noor and some of the other dope projects that came out in 2023, Conway got one in his hands too. I mean, this probably wouldn't be stamped by DJ Scandalous because it don't have enough tracks on it. Got
seven. It's got to have 10
joints on here. But to me, this is what I want my MCs to do. I want my MCs to feed me as a fan of hip hop. I want to be fed. I don't always need a full 20 track. I don't need the Lil Wayne joint every time where you got like
Right,
24
yeah.
tracks on the album. I don't need that. Just feed me, man. Just I'd rather have 4 or 5 projects a year with 7, 8 tracks than one 24 album
Yeah.
project. You know what I'm saying? And you keep your buzz going, you keep your buzz flowing, and you just you continue to, you know what I'm saying, just keep it moving. I
He's the J
disagree with that,
Skis, too.
Madden, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I respect your opinion though, my G.
Yeah.
I think Conway he's different, man. I've seen this dude live 3 times. To me, an MC shows his true colors on stage,
Facts.
and
Facts.
Conway is he's an animal on stage, man. Like it's
He's an animal.
when the DJ cuts the beat off for you. I mean, I've only seen cats like Kiss, Nas, you know, some others that I've seen live, big, like where the DJ just cuts the beat off because you flowing. It wasn't the rapper's choice, it's the DJ's choice. Because your rhyme is just too fierce, and the DJ gotta cut the beat off so the people can hear it. Conway's had that multiple times when I've seen him live.
No,
That
all
dude
day.
eats, man.
He does. And
eats
Jay
on some
Skis
mic.
did his thing on here with him
Jay
too,
Skis
bro.
did his thing, man. I
Yeah.
want to make sure I show some love.
They
to
both
Jay
did that
Skis.
thing. Yeah, man.
But the project is dope, man. The production is dope on here. They have some tracks where they're going, you know, the whole Jada Styles flow. They're going back to back, which I love. Like I love that rhyme pattern. But this was a dope project, man. Salute to Conway for this one. 7 tracks too.
Salute to
Easy
both of those
listen.
brothers.
DJ Scandal's
Easy
favorite
listen.
numbers.
Man,
All
when you
day.
working and you got the headphones on, it's an easy listen for them albums, and they just going back to back.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've had the Rome, the Shay, this, like back to back to back, just spinning. You know what I'm saying?
Spinning in that tape deck, huh?
Spinning, no skips, just spinning.
Nice, nice.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, this is a dope joint. I was feeling it, man. What's your thoughts on the Bebo before we move on to your guy?
Now, same exact deal as J Camp said. I'm looking forward to actually talking about this album this coming Saturday. But J Camp basically said it all. Conway definitely did his thing. Jay Skis, same deal.
Shout out Jay.
They both put out 7 dope songs to this project, and it's definitely worth a listen. So shout out to J Camp for the this recommendation and the commentary that follows suit. And shout out to Conway and Jay Skis. Holla at us. Holla at us. We'd love to have you on the platform.
Shout out Diamond D, and shout out to our guy.
Yeah.
What's all that?
Doe Network.
Doe Network, man.
Yeah.
They coming through.
Man,
They coming
definitely.
through. Yeah,
Shout out to Doe Network.
Yeah.
Shout out. Salute to
Shout
them.
out to Nicholas Craven for the love too.
Yes,
on Twitter, man.
yes,
Shout out Niggas
yes.
Crazy,
And I
man. Come on,
appreciate
man.
that, man, all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Hey, we got to give a shout out to one of our guys, to Classic Cat, man. Bebo P's favorite rapper, man. Ghetto superstar.
He is one of Bebo P's favorite though. I do.
Not a
Bebo
favorite.
P.
Stop.
Bebo P is a hater. Miss Lisa in here with the scandalous
Lisa
IG. Everybody
was
go
good.
follow Miss. Everybody go follow Miss Lisa over there. Salute, man. Even though she a Golden State Warrior fan.
Salute. No, I like Praz.
Salute.
He ain't my favorite, but I like him as some of the stuff he does artistically.
This
But
is
let's
his
get
guy,
into
man.
this
You know what I'm saying?
situation.
Salute the prize though, man.
Salute the prize, man. Hold it
Salute,
down.
man.
But
Salute. But
first of all, if y'all know Prize, he's from the classic, the legendary, the iconic Fugees group, man. One of the dopest albums ever produced, so you got to give him love on that. But that dough didn't last too long. So he kind of hollered at Mr. Piggy, man.
Stop.
Jolie. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what's going on, I got CKB kind of, Mr. CKB kind of broke it down, man. I'm going to give y'all a little swag real quick.
Tapped into Prize having his own business aspirations, his own interests of being successful. What did he do? He gave Prize some bread. Now, what he did with Prize, which is a small tad bit of all of the billions of dollars that he did, what he did was he sent Prize increments of money, increments of dollars. And then when I say dollars, I'm not talking about a couple $100, a couple $1,000. He's talking about a few millions of dollars. He, in a sum of about $20 million, he sent the $21 million to be exact, that he sent the approximately. Obviously, some change here and there, right? And Prize was supposed to donate that money, which he did. Now, Prize, the way Prize is getting involved, because first off, Prize knows when you donate money to any politician, if it's over, I think, $200, aggregate $200 within 1 year, you have to not only put your name, your address, but you got to pledge where that come from, as well as the candidate that's receiving that money, their organization have to record who you are. Now, if you donate $50, that's cool. If you donate $25, that's cool. But if you donate over $200 over an aggregate of a year, you got to donate that. And that's and just to be clear, that's why when you see like politicians and candidates trying to raise funds, like raise money to run for office, they only ask for $5, $25 and stuff like that. They know you could afford more than that, but they only ask for that. The only reason why they ask for that is because who wants to actually put their name on anything? Because if you donate more than $200, as a matter of law, the person that's receiving that money have to take your information.
So long story short, fair use on that bull, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. CKB. And obviously he's talking about what Prize was doing, allegedly. But then also, if you don't know who the guy is, let me play this. This is J Camp's, he got the loan for, J Camp got his mansion, a little loan from this dude.
Conducted one of the biggest heists in history, siphoning a massive $4.5 billion from 1MDB, a Malaysian government-owned investment fund. Although he kept a low profile, he made friends in high places, including powerful brokers at Goldman Sachs and even the then Prime Minister Najib Razak, which allowed him to siphon billions into his own personal accounts between 2009 and 2019. He used the money to fund a lavish lifestyle and develop romantic relationships with Paris Hilton and Miranda Kerr. He even funded the Wolf of Wall Street film on a $100 million budget and partied with celebrities like Jamie Foxx, Busta Rhymes, and Leonardo DiCaprio on his $250 million super yacht. He's now believed to be hiding somewhere in China, possibly in Macau. If you want to find out more, read the $1 Billion Wow biography or watch the upcoming TV series of The Scandal, which is currently in production by the legendary Michelle Yeoh.
First
that
of all,
red pill dude's a hater, man. He put his alleged spot where he's at. I'm like, come on, my dude.
he might be at Jay-Z Snitchington. He might be somewhere. But this is the thing. First of all, nobody's going to give you this swag and this hip-hop like we do, man. This is fresh out. J. Camp, Bebo P, man. Come on, let's stop the cap, man. LB the Podfather. Prize basically is facing 22 years for his involvement with Jay Lee, a.k.a. Mr. Piggy. So, J. Camp, your opinion, this ain't legal advice, legal anything. Is he guilty, number one, and does he deserve 22 for just kind of sliding that bread and Bebo P?
You said he was guilty. You said he was doing what with the bread? Just sliding it, brother? Is that what you said? Just sliding a little.
So, J. Camp, is he guilty in your opinion? Get your iceberg Snitchington on. And does he deserve that 22? I might have to pass that cop to you. You know
I'm not sure he deserves a 22 piece. I mean, I know the laws are the law. You know, like money laundering is like a serious issue,
Okay.
especially when it's somebody they've been tracking for a while. But I mean, you know, I feel Prize knew what he was getting into, bro. I mean, I don't see how he didn't.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see how you didn't know what you was getting yourself into. I feel like this is just the L that Prize has to take. I don't believe in the 22 piece though. But I do believe this man is intelligent enough to know exactly what he was getting himself into.
Facts.
I do not take Prize as a dummy at all. Now he might be foolish for jumping in bed, pause, with this dude, but I believe he thought in his heart of hearts that this was going to be something that he could slide on.
Salute Nightmare in the building.
Salute Nightmare.
Nightmare was good.
Sliding.
Good, brother.
Bebo, what's your thought, man, for your guy? This your guy, so I know you gonna cape
my
for the
guy,
cat.
yeah.
You know, that's your guy, man. You like the bars.
No, hey, no.
This
I'ma
is
call it down
Nightmare's
the middle,
favorite
bro.
writer too. Is he guilty? Just from your opinion, get your snitching on. And then also, does he deserve that 22 piece?
Let me say first off, man. Damn. Praz got caught up in a situation that he ultimately couldn't handle and shouldn't have got himself into.
He couldn't handle it.
Yeah, and I'll also start this off by saying that I have no idea as to whether or not he is technically innocent or technically guilty here. But what I do discern from this is Praz better have beyond an extremely rock solid case in his favor to turn down a plea deal, because that's what he did, folks. He turned down a plea deal that allowed him to avoid any lockup time whatsoever and would have caused him to get some of his money back from his accounts with no charges against him whatsoever. But he turned it down. He just turned it down in order to take this to trial. And I think J Camp even alluded to this part to some degree. When it comes to high level crimes of this nature, and of course, in this case, this is definitely like on some law and order organized crime type bull. Crimes like this took time to build up prior to charges being incurred. Similar to Rico, just similar to any high level crime whatsoever. And, prosecutors, man, they have a strong likelihood of legally taking Praz down, given the fact that once again, he refused that plea deal, which makes me want to say that even if Praz felt like he feels like he's innocent, even though that's how he feels, oftentimes what's more important than that is making sure that you're in a solid and stable position in life. Even if he had to take the plea deal, being innocent, hypothetically speaking, or actually speaking, you know what I'm saying? Just, sometimes it's just better to take the L, so to speak, in order to guarantee your freedom, in order to guarantee
no jail time. I'm taking, dude.
He purposely didn't take it.
Jail. I'm not taking that bull.
Right, but he purposely is like, you know what? Nah, let's take this bull to trial. And like J Camp also said, none of us here wants any sentencing whatsoever for Praz.
Right.
I'm not saying that to Cape or anything like that, but just anybody, nobody.
He caping over there, J Camp.
Nah. But I will say at the same time, it's just not a good look to be taking this to trial from the outside looking in, man, because he's gambling with his livelihood, possibly from an ego space, instead of taking what could have been his guaranteed freedom from this whole situation to begin
100%.
with. Nah, Iceberg.
Nah, he's guilty. He's going to jail. He's going to jail. Jay-Z Snippets in the building tonight. He's going to jail. Everything, man. But you know what he's going to jail for? For them bars. Them bars that he put on that Ghetto Superstar.
No.
He's going to jail for that. You know what I'm saying?
The
for them bars.
extra
But
medium.
he saved ODB's life, though.
He did.
And this is why we might give him probation. He gonna go to the halfway house, man, and maybe get on that
Iceberg. Not with that car 54 Where Are You hat and those Erica Estrada shades. No.
He's guilty for the bars, man. For them nightmare loving bars that he put on that Ghetto Superstar record. He's guilty for that, boo. But again, I think real talk, man, he should have took the plea deal like you said. But I think maybe he knows something that we don't know. And I think he can basically just, you know what I'm saying, get out the boo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. He can get out the boo. So we'll see what's going on, man. But I think, man, he's guilty for the bars, man. He's going to jail for the bars, man. And I know you're right. That's your guy. But
wait, first off, hold on real quick. Right there. Not that transition into a Axel Foley with the Erica Estrada shades.
Hey, man, he's going to jail.
Nah. And no wonder we haven't seen a Fugees reunion. Like, elongated. Which we talked about this topic late last year, or third quarter last year, but yeah.
But isn't it crazy, though, that Lauren
had a gamble.
Lauren has, it's a hell of a gamble, man, from Devon. But again, dude just checked himself into a situation.
Oh, yeah. Wyclef.
Wyclef just checked himself into a hospital.
He did.
Lawrence having some issues with the taxes, but other bull as well. And then you got Prize over here, man. So again, it's crazy. It's almost like the curse because again, these dudes was MTV guaranteed platinum artists,
they were the Beatles of hip hop.
Yeah, they were the facts, man. Yeah, J Camp, like
they are.
Is it kind of weird that these cats are having all these issues?
It is weird, but we know they've had issues before though too. So it's not like the first time that the Fuji members have had some type of issues.
Right.
Because Lauren, had the issue with the taxes and all that type of stuff. Wyclef was, I don't know what he was doing in Haiti when he was going back and forth, and
he was trying to run for president.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what he was doing. Like, why, my G, you ain't been in Haiti, but all of a sudden you trying to randomly run for president. Like, none of the things they were doing really made sense. You know what I'm saying? And El Boogie, you can't dodge them taxes. Uncle
Which
Sam.
that could be a Koofy situation, bro. That one could have been a Koofy situation.
Potentially.
Right there.
Or was it
potentially
her dude?
That's why I say potentially because
it could have been it could have been that cat. Yeah,
it could have been that Rohan. It could have been him, that Ron Marley. But then again, she did avoid certain situation. If y'all know what I'm talking about, X-Files music.
Yeah.
And they called her crazy for it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, Darren Harris. Yeah, that Take It Easy joint. Their first, that was a joint that when they were working on some songs from their first reunion album, and then that was the first single from it. That Take It Easy joint. Yeah, that was a dope verse from Praz. Nightmare said, ID looking like a stunt double for Who's the Man.
Remember they had the police car with the switches on it, boy. The Ed Lover and boy. Salute Ed Lover and them.
Right.
Power saying Wyclef was on that cannabis.
Oh man. Oh, more ways than one. Stop.
Right.
Oh man, he did sign cannabis.
Stop the cap.
Yeah.
So
he did.
So much cannabis.
That was like his prize recruit at the time.
Yeah. That got fumbled, but so hey, wishing Wyclef the best health wise. Wishing Praz the best.
Much love to Praz, man. We don't want nobody seeing no jail time, but again, like I said, I think J Kent was right. He knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying, but salute to the Fugees, man. Classic, legendary group, man. We don't want any of them. We don't want to get them back on tour. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why they didn't go on tour when they did. He still got this going on, but. We got to show love to Memphis, Gangsta Boo. You know what I'm saying? Classic. That's our girl. R.I.P. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Rest in power.
She passed away December last year.
Actually, I think the 1st of January.
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
God bless, man. R.I.P. to Gangsta Boo.
Yeah.
Salute to Memphis, man. It's been a rough year for a couple of months for Memphis, man. They're working on a album for her right now. Her state is, again, she comes from the classic group of 3 6 Mafia, Paul, Juicy, Crunchy Black. But we've heard reports that Paul and Juicy are working on something, but we haven't got it confirmed. We know that Lotto is on the album, but LeChat and Crunchy's already on there. But J. Kim, do you think they're working out something with Paul and them as far as money's concerned? Or they're trying to keep it away so they can the state can keep the bread? Because again, Juicy and Paul cost money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the blueprint was already in the works anyway. So if anything else, this could be the estate maybe trying to see what Juicy and Paul can do, because I don't know how much involvement Juicy and Paul had before all this happened with the blueprint. Because that was in the works for so long that I'm not really sure how involved they were in to begin with. So I think this is more so the reach out from the estate to try to get them involved more, which I think they should be involved at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Boo was doing her own thing for a while, working with different DJs, different producers. She was she was in the lab regardless. So, but I do think Paul and and Juicy should have their hand over this because I think this needs to be flowers for Boo. You know what I'm saying? We need to make sure that she's getting her rightful place with this album, and that
Right.
she's treated with dignity and respect, and we don't get that DMX type, album.
Oh man, the Exodus one.
God.
Yeah, we
Man,
don't.
Swizzy
Yeah, man,
fumbled.
that was disrespectful to
It was,
X.
yeah, it was
it
disrespectful.
really was, man. I want
TJ
Gangsta
was
Boo
goody,
to get
man. What's
her
going down?
flowers.
Good, TJ. It was good.
I want her to get her flowers, man. This
Absolutely,
needs to be her imprint, her stamp from what she's already done, but just add some Juicy and some Paul production on here just to kind of make it 3-6 level.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that DJ Paul and Juicy J are slated to provide production, or to say the least, they're kind of working things out to get to that point, possibly. And that definitely would be dope because obviously they serve as the foundation, with Gangsta Boo, um, given the history that they have together and the legacy that they've crafted within rap and hip hop. But hopefully that works out, negotiations, whatever happens to happen for that to take place, for their contributions to take place. Hopefully that takes precedence on this project, along with who all else is slated to be on here. Drummer Boy, LP from Run the Jewels, Nick Hook, and possibly even Metro Boomin and Beat King. So I would like to think that this is how Lola would have went about completing her album on the production side of things. And we just hope that if this is her absolute last album, which we believe she was working on anyway, given that she was priming for a comeback, that it is one that's going to be notable and representative of who Gangsta Boo is, as well as her music.
Hey, salute Imperial Stats, man. She said he said she had her biggest year before she before she passed,
She
doing
did.
verses and big features.
She
Facts,
did.
man.
Shout out to Imperial
And
Stats.
they actually, remember they used her that sample on that GloRilla joint, right? You know what I'm saying? That Lotto joint. So, salute the gangster. But to me, man, first of all, we're excited for any new music from Gangsta Boo. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, we want to make sure the family's getting that bread. J. Camp, who would you want to see, though, on this album? That just your personal pick, you know what I'm saying?
Obviously, the living 3-6 members. I mean, that's obvious. I would also like to see like some of her contemporaries at the time, Mia X. She, she had tracks with Mia X.
Mia.
I would like to see, like Juvie, BG, folks like that, because I mean they did a lot of crossover stuff with Cash Money too.
Yeah,
They did.
Of course, Young Buck. You know what I'm saying? He's a Tennessee native too. You got to have Young Buck on there. I mean, it's cool having like GloRilla on there too. I mean, I get it, but I want to see like Memphis legends, Ball and G. I mean, I want to see this really be like
A-Ball and G.
a dedication to Gangsta Boo, but also people that was riding with her, you know what I'm saying, in the late 90s and 2000s that was on her projects or that she was on their projects.
Yeah.
I want to see those people bless her album.
I would too, and I'm not really mad at the the original folks. Your Juicy J's, DJ Pauls for sure. You got to have your day ones, or it would be nice to see them on there too. But I get the other side of it too, where you have a Lotto or just somebody of that ilk as well to kind of help cross that bridge, from the then to the now. Let me ask you this. Project Pat. Ooh, wow.
Well, I'm counting
Pat
and Chat as like 3-6.
Yeah, because they're in that similar fold.
That's fam.
That's family.
All day. Let me ask you this though. What are you guys' thoughts about Run the Jewels? Because they're scheduled or slated to be on this project, and hold on, Iceberg, hold on. Okay, see, that's why I asked, because if y'all remember, we reviewed Run the Jewels' latest album, and Gangsta Boo had a presence on there, so that's what made me also ask as well.
I don't mind Run the Jewels being on there.
Okay,
At all.
but Iceberg had the fart sound, so let me hear Iceberg's thoughts on why he had that.
I want it dirty. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing soft.
But
on
Run the
there.
Jewels can make it muddy though.
Well, and this thing, if it does, that would surprise me. But to me, I almost wanted I wanted to sound new, but still have the Vince's vocals on there. You know what I'm saying? The Vince's cats, some Bun B. You know what I'm saying? Some
absolutely.
South. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, some real. I want the South to shine. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily Atlanta South. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, I think what you guys said was dope. It's gotta represent Memphis, man. And to me, I'd love to see even like some new cats from Memphis even shine on there. Some dude, I would like to see Mozzie on there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe bring that CMG situation over. You know what I'm saying? J. Kemp.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll see what's going on with it.
Hey, speaking of Memphis, man, best of wishes to what's the name? Big Folk out in Memphis, man. He just got he just got SHOT.
I rock with Run the
man.
Jewels.
So
Yeah, we rock with him.
we rock
talking
with Run the
about-
Jewels.
I'm being biased as far as like I just want to hear that classic Tony Draper swag. You know what I'm saying? That old school. You know what I'm saying? Memphis swag. You know what I'm saying? Like J. Cam said, 8-ball MJG with the perm. You know what I'm saying? And all that. You know the drop top 2-door Lexus swag. You know what I'm saying? Imperial Stats is saying Run the Jewels brought her out to perform. So I get it. That's a connection.
Salute to
So I
that.
get
Salute to that.
man.
They
Yeah.
did,
That's
man.
why you
I
coming
mean,
fresh
and
out. Our
That's
chat is
love.
dope.
That's
I
love.
feel like they helped to really reintroduce Gangsta Boo
Yeah.
like to this new gen.
Yep,
Because you know
they did.
Run the Jewels has
You
a
gotta salute
major fan base, man. They and salute to Killer Mike and LP
Yeah.
for even thinking to put her on the album. I mean, to me that
Facts,
was
yeah.
major.
Fourth album. Yeah.
And that was such a respect and a
was.
flower
It
handshake
really was.
to Gangsta Boo to put her
Facts.
on there.
I was
She
actually
really
yeah.
hadn't been on major projects like that, not
right.
for a while.
Pyre saying, do y'all think Yellow Wolf should be on there, considering she was on his first album and Boo was being one of the his favorite female rappers?
Not necessarily. No. I wouldn't. I'm personally not looking forward to a Yellow Wolf being on there. I wouldn't be mad if he was, but I'm all about whatever fits in order for the project to be dope.
Fact,
Not just
yeah,
because.
that's what I meant. Yeah,
Not just because, oh, well, somebody did this for me, so now you got to do that. And, not just because of that, but the situation has to fit. Madness and Mia X got her own cooking show. Hey, yes. Hey, salute to
dope.
Mia X once again. And
Mia
she
fine
was.
too. What up, Mia? You know what I'm saying?
She do
Iceberg,
got her
we
own
see.
cooking show. So
Yeah.
And she actually was helping out. Maybe she still is with Bun B
I
and
like
the Trill Burger situation.
I
Yeah,
can
I
see
like
Big
that.
Boy too.
Big
Yeah,
Boy
I can
from
see
Cass.
that.
That'd be
Yeah,
nice
so,
too. That would be
Salute
nice.
Meaty Crowell was good.
Meaty
man. What's
Crowell
going
was
on?
good.
Yeah, got some
Hey,
nice-
got some ish that needs special beats made too. Okay, well, hit us
Okay,
up in the
yeah, we need that.
link or whatever that
send
we
them
have.
through. Send them through.
Yeah.
Oh,
Meaty
yeah,
Crowell
salute.
says, "I know I can BLOW." Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let us see what you got.
Salute.
Let us check out what you got. Send it
Um,
to us, and we'll
Play
definitely
a fly. Yeah,
Absolutely.
man.
RP Player Fly.
play a fly. Yeah.
I
Rest
love
in
to
peace.
see Too Short on there too. Salute to that, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Too short.
Yeah,
that would be
on there.
dope.
But
Rest
like
in
I
peace
said,
to Gangsta Boo.
speaking of somebody that's always coming up a little too short, man, we got to talk about our guy Diddy, man. J. Kemp's favorite dude, man. Favorite executive producer, man. And he got the favorite hot tub. But Sus Diddy, man, is trying to basically cop BT Networks. It's struggling, dude. It's almost like the hairline from
Stop already.
I thought you better say like
That's
Stevie's
Tory Lanez.
hairline.
Oh, that's what I thought too. I swear
I
was
thought
thinking
you
the
better
same
say
thing.
Stevie
Wonder.
hairline.
I swear I was
I
thinking the
thought
same
you
thing.
better
Wow.
that J. Kemp piano from last
you gotta have
episode.
if you're gonna do it with the shades,
That's
bro.
that
If you're
Muppet
gonna
piano.
do it,
Hold on, I gotta say that.
no, bro. No, y'all hit that like and subscribe button.
Sus
for
Diddy,
everything I
man.
did tonight.
Sus Diddy, salute to him, man. He's trying to cop BT Networks. Supposedly, when it was sold, it was worth $2.2 billion. Now they're almost. When I looked at it, they were saying it was only worth about $7 million. I could be wrong. Y'all can look it up, man, on there and see what's going down. But it's been struggling lately because nobody wants to see an old movie from the 90s, dude. We going Tubi for that. So, long story short, do y'all see BT actually being relevant in a digital age now? We know Paramount owns the company, which used to be Viacom. Now it's Paramount. They try to change the name like AT&T and WorldCom. But they're trying to unload this situation almost like Disney's trying to unload ESPN. So we got Byron Allen, a.k.a. Bebo P's daddy.
Stop.
We got cross-dressing Tyler Perry. And then we got Sus Diddy in the hot tub. So all three of them cats are basically trying to buy. I think they want to get somebody black faced to buy the situation.
In more ways than one, folks.
So
in more ways than
Jay
one.
Kemp.
Look, the arms are crossed already.
Man.
Yo, we see you, Jay Camp, dog.
I'm gonna go put the coup. I'm gonna put the coup on right now. Let's just do it right now, man. So Jay Camp with the Punisher shirt on. Jay Camp the Punisher. Who do you want to see get BT, and can it get back to where it was?
To me, it doesn't matter who gets BET. It's not going to get back to where it was.
Exactly.
It's not. Like, BET is so far down the rabbit hole that there's no climbing out of that. Like, they've made their bed. There is no comeback at all. So it don't matter if Diddy buys it, don't matter if Oprah buys it, don't matter if Bill Cosby buys it from wherever he's at. Don't matter who black buys it. It's over for BET. It just is. To me, it's better off being ran the way it is now. Because all Diddy's going to be is a face. Because he's still going to be bound by... It's not like he's the one who's putting it on TV. He just owns the company. So, I mean, whether it's name your favorite network station, they're going to be the one who ultimately decides what they want on there. Diddy is really just a face. Not every CEO truly owns the company. It's the board. You know what I'm saying? The board runs the company. That's what this situation is going to be. So it's still going to be the same thing. But it's over for BET. It's a done deal.
It is over for BET. It's been over for a very long time. I mean, maybe the only thing that would help stand a chance, and no ego whatsoever, all with the first name I'm about to mention here, seriously. But unless you have a fresh out, unless you have a Big Les or Joe Claire type of personality at the helm of the decisions with a silent investor to back us for mainstream cable television distribution, I honestly don't think that BT is ever going to return to his glory days either, Jay Camp and Iceberg, because independent media and independent black media has taken over that situation completely. You're not going to have...
Hold up. DJ Scanlon's in the building, man. He said Diddy can rename it
P-E-T. Wow. Wow. Right. That's
with that wetness, Doc. But Bebo,
yes, sir.
Who do you want to see? Who would be a good person to cop BET and maybe reverse it a little bit?
I agree with J Camp. I don't think that there is somebody that is going to be that is going to serve as a preferred speaker, or not speaker, but a preferred face of the situation. And no disrespect to anybody who's put their bid in, but we already know what we're going to get out of those individuals. We already know what we're going to get out of, Tyler Perry. He's looking to expand his media profile, but he's going to showcase the same polished bourgeoisie television that's already on there, and maybe with a hint of sus here and there. with some status quo storylines that's designed to further divide modern relationships. Oops, guess I wasn't supposed to say that. Byron Allen, he's been suing. He's been suing folks. This is what it is. Welcome to Fresh Out, world's most dangerous podcast. Rap City.
Oh, these drips is good.
Byron Allen, he's had some successes in acquiring some companies such as the Weather Channel, the Grio, and others. But he's right. But he's sued companies in order to advance himself into certain positions, and then sus Diddy. I mean, PET, like DJ Scanlon said, need we say anything more? So I just to reverberate and summarize everything to your question, Iceberg. I honestly don't think that there's going to be anybody to serve as that's the guy who's really going to bring it back in full circle, because I don't think that the powers that be want BET to go back to where it was, regardless of where the numbers are.
Hey man, salute Ty in the building. Ty Nitty was
good.
Nitty was good, bro.
Ty Nitty from the city was good.
Yes, sir.
Ty Nitty from the city.
Lisa's going to bed watching that Warriors game, man. Have a good night.
Hey, appreciate your presence, Lisa. You have a good night as well.
Lisa.
Lisa, you may want to not hit that down. Don't hit it just yet. Don't hit it. We about to holler at J Camp's favorite R&B singer.
Stop name dropping on all this stuff.
Sierra died. First of all, we got to talk about the Oscars, but obviously Rihanna and that baby was up in that joint.
Here Iceberg goes.
There you go.
But Rihanna was in there. She sung something for Chad Boseman. That was dope. They had ASAP Dusty in the crowd looking like a proud single mother as it looked on as Rihanna was just shining, you know what I'm saying? Shining on the stage. But then Sierra came in with the Justin Bieber wig.
Stay at home mom is what he was looking like.
Stay at home mom, dog. So of course Sierra came in to some of the parties, man. First of all, to all my ladies who love Sierra and defend the black love of this couple, does this dude look happy?
Let us know out there in chat land. And
does this dude look happy, man? Oh man, leave that baby alone.
Leave that baby alone, Iceberg.
Come on, dog.
I agree.
No children's Iceberg. That's what she's saying.
So long story short,
I agree.
Sierra was in the building. Again, this first of all, we understood that last year it was the Will Smith. It was a slap that hurt everywhere, all over the world. They had a black orchestra. Everything was like black last year. So this thing was extra green bean casserole, extra white, creamy with the spam in it like J Camp likes it,
Vienna
with the drippings
and all that. Yeah.
This was extra pasty. So of course the only ethnicity that was out there was the Rihanna joint holding it down. You know what I'm saying? With them Cruella DeVille gloves on. But then Sierra basically had the all naked dress on with the pasties and bull. That Russell was pissed off.
Gloves on.
Now this is the thing. I got this off her IG and she put this music on here, which I'm only gonna play for about a couple of seconds because I want to copyright it. But this is what she put on the music. And again, she's a Christian and married. The Bad Girl song.
Fair use.
Bad girls do it well type bull. So she's naked and bulled out here. J Camp. You letting Shorty do out wear this, man. If you going out, if she come out the bathroom with this joint on, man.
I mean, regardless.
What you doing?
Regardless of who I know she's coming home with at the end of the day, I don't think this is necessarily a strong look. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Some cats might be like, look, I know Shorty coming home with me regardless, so I don't care what she wear. And that's all fine and dandy. But I feel like there has to be a time and a place for that, though. You know, if you go into the club, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? We going to spots like that. But if we in a spot where we in a place where there's folks of our ilk, and she's not the breadwinner too, so I feel like this is like you wildin', shorty. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Russell should have had more of, man, put your foot down, big dog, 'cause you know what I'm saying? Like you out here getting smacked every Sunday by 300-pound defensive linemen.
And we just got a new coach too.
You know what I'm saying? And your shorties is stepping to the Oscars with her cheeks out.
Mad cheeks.
To me, that's not a good look. I mean, again, and some cats might be like, hey, come through with that. But I felt like she should have been like, nah, we not gonna go there. You know. Hey, OG, I'm not saying she don't, bro.
Yeah,
that ain't what look.
Yeah.
The look is A1. It's A1 Yola. I'm just saying if I'm Russell, I'm like, oh nah, we ain't.
Shorty, hey, go in the bathroom. Yeah, you got, you know.
We ain't about to step out like this. Yeah. Not tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Man saying square vibes.
Talking about Russell.
Talking about the Russell.
That wouldn't have went down. You know what I'm saying, in my household. But you know, Russell's a different breed. You know what I'm saying? So
just like,
hey,
well, you know, he's the wife, man. Salute to wife Russell Wilson. But Jay can't spot on in my opinion. Man. But again,
I feel that Oli. That's what I'm saying. Like her behavior.
Oli saying it's just a little weird that she puts out a single girl song and then makes a statement with this dress as such a huge, high class event.
Her behavior is trending in a certain direction. That if I'm Russell, I gotta put my foot down because you know what I'm saying.
You don't know what that means. You don't know what that means, J Camp.
That ain't where it's at, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, if Russell, if that's what he accepts at home, then that's what, you know. Look, I would never tell, or
Miss Lisa stayed. She said not at the Oscars.
Would never tell a man how to handle his business at his home. I'm just saying what your boy would do. What Russell does is what Russell does. I mean,
Facts.
I think it's foolish, but hey, man, you know, you do what you do. You do what you do.
Bebo. Great, my dear Jay Camp. I need. I'm looking at the cheek.
My dear J Camp Watson.
I'm zooming in on them cheeks.
Those cheek has fishnet on it. Yeah, that's fishnet. That's fishnet.
It must be new because I'm drooling. Hey.
Yeah.
First of all, elementary, my dear J Camp.
Right.
But this thing. Yeah, but this thing. She ain't she. But J Camp, Bebo P. Hey man, we salute our women. First of all, let's be clear. We love our women. We not insecure. This ain't about no insecure joint. We saw LeBron's wife looking classy, just like Oli was saying, classy. Very. It still was had the rump coming. You know what I'm saying? The rump was looking rumpy. You know what I'm saying? But I had to.
That's why I said, you know.
Here
Russ know who she going home with at night. But
here iceberg go.
But Bebo, was this wrong though?
I mean,
or is this just fashion? We just, you know, this is a fashion. This is a girl thing. Men see me talking about this stuff.
It's definitely disrespectful. Sierra's always auditioning herself as a candidate that's still an asset for the streets, right before the possibility of her serving Bill Russell those.
JB saying she belonged to the street.
Yeah, and you about to see some of these being served.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just yet another audition for the streets. And she, when she does this, she's reinforcing an image that's supposed to be exclusive to her husband. But when you place yourself out there as basically a naked billboard of sorts around a multitude of people, then without verbalizing it, she's looking for someone to buy. or even exchanging this case. And shout out to her baby daddy Future. But this is disrespectful to the husband.
Man.
Yeah, it's a bad look. But you know what? I'm just saying. Just saying.
He said exchange. Like we better go ahead and do a white swap. We better go all the way Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hey, here, you take mine and take yours.
Yeah, it's either the purchase or the barter. But
Union. Do that swap, that exchange.
Oh man. Yeah. But I gotta say too, that Beta Russell, if he allowed it, then he's at fault. He's at fault.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
What's that? Simpleton.
Hey man, salute to Sierra. We ain't knocking the hustle, man. Do you? And like J Camp said, we ain't never telling no man what to do in his house. Mm-hmm. But again, we gotta salute them, because at the end of the day, they just went to a prison and they were singing and bull for the prisoners and everything. It looked good. They had the walking tacos and bull that you make in the jail. Everything was good.
We'll see how long that lasts together.
Yeah, man. It's just, I respect them, man. It's just a behavior that's just been a little sus here lately.
Real sus. And shout out to Madden for the
all day.
$4.99, $5 contribution.
Appreciate
shout out to that. Madden said her music not hitting, so she had to turn heads somehow. And he gonna send a salute after saying that too. Salute.
100%.
Hey, but let's be clear. That the song that she had, the independent single girl song is coming out this week. So she's got the single girl song. She's putting out music with it. So again, my question is, man, if I got bread, why you still performing and bull on this level? You know what I'm saying? I can see you maybe doing the Celine Dion swag, or you doing the Usher joint where you got a residency, and you still want to kind of get your entertainment off a little bit. But and like I said, salute. She got 3 children and the body's looking. Yellow cake, nigga. Don't drop it, people. Don't drop that yellow cake. Don't drop that yellow. She got the cakes. Hold up. If y'all didn't see the cakes, hold up now.
Man.
She got the cakes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody knocking the body.
Yes,
but
that's
again,
homemade,
yeah, salute to Russell, man. And I'm a Bronco fan, so I want some wins this year, man. I don't want to have no
Bronco fan now. You going.
Fresh out. We have a little.
I'm a Bronco fan. We just got a new coach, man. Come on.
The situation. Man, says she's trying to show out outside of Russell.
Hey, that's what it appears, man.
I told you she's a naked billboard, half naked billboard. Just waiting on that moment for these to get served. Just waiting on that moment for something to get served here.
Talking about,
Mom, she wasn't wearing pants that night.
Talking about, I just with your chick with some Gucci flip flops. It's gonna be one of them type of songs. It's gonna come out soon. We gonna find out. It was about Shorty.
Hey man, Future back here just looking at all this bull with the little magnifying glass and going.
Well, it's funny you say that, Iceberg, because those aren't lights back there. Those are his eyes. Those are Future's eyes back there glowing. Future's eyes.
Hey, he just rubbing his hands like Birdman.
Right.
But again, like I said, shout out to Russell, man. Again, we just want everybody to win, man. Come on, we just want everybody to win, and we don't want nobody talking about making fun of Sierra too,
man. We want marriages to win too, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? We want people to continue to love each other, man, and keep these marriages going.
Let me ask y'all real quick about this situation, if I may, real quick. Playoffs. What are y'all thoughts about the Angela Bassett situation and her not winning that Oscar to Jamie Lee Curtis? What's y'all quick thoughts on that?
I'll say this. I don't even know what movie Jamie Lee Curtis was even in that was Oscar worthy. And regardless of how you feel about Black Panther, Angela Bassett did act her tail off in that.
She acted her tail off.
She acted her tail off in that. So if she felt some type of way, she has every right. It's a competition. You don't have to get up and clap every single time. No, she felt that she should have won. Not F that.
So let me ask you this follow-up real quick.
Well, hold on. You know who's to blame, though? You know who's to blame?
Go ahead. Who's to blame?
Kanye.
Stop it.
Because remember when Kanye did that bull and Kyrie did that bull, Jamie Lee Curtis was one of the people from another culture that said they need to come to the museum.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit it again, Iceberg. Hit it again.
Iceberg with that bomb.
So they like, yo. They're like, yo, we got to take it back. So the whole thing, the Oscars, again, it was Mayo. You know what I'm saying? It was no season, no Lowry's off the dribble. This was straight pasty, and they wanted Tess to understand, hey, man, we're not doing none of that joint. And that's Will's fault and Kyrie and Ye's fault.
Okay,
you know
I don't have a question
Burger
anymore
King
because you
French
answered
fries
that.
is what
Because
this
you
was.
answered that. I was because when you said Will, that answered what I was about to ask.
Yeah. So again, like I said, man, salute to Sierra, salute Russell, salute to that baby, Bowinkle, and ASAP Dusty in that joint, man. And the crowd
Appreciate
looking
you,
like a
Mama
single
Bear,
mother,
'cause
doc. You know what I'm saying?
I watched a bunch of movies. I didn't even know Jamie Lee was in anything but Halloween. I mean, I'll be all the way real with you. And
Basically.
salute to Halloween, but that Halloween was boo boo, that last one.
Yeah, so I guess there was a movie called Everything Everywhere as well.
Yeah, and I could have sworn I seen Everything Everywhere. I guess I didn't if I didn't know that Jamie Lee Curtis was in that joint.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Well,
All right.
speaking of in the
Salute
joint
to
that we don't
Jamie
want to
Lee.
be in, doc, we got to talk about GloRilla, my girlfriend.
yo, girl, Iceberg's girlfriend,
GloRilla SpongeBob
all
SquarePants.
up in the play.
Shout out to GloRilla, man. You know what I'm saying? Holding down Memphis. And our guy Finesse2tymes, man. Mob ties, man. Houston representing all day. You know how it goes down, man. They were in Rochester, New York. And of course, they had almost like a Astro Award situation. 3 black women got deleted that night from a stampede. There was too many people to me in the joint. If you didn't know what's going on, let me play this real quick. This is Jay Kemp's uncle.
Leaders in Rochester work to determine what caused a concert to turn deadly. Tonight, the city of Buffalo is once again in mourning. Rochester police announced this morning that 33-year-old Rondasha Belton of Buffalo, who was seen posting these videos to her Facebook story just over 24 hours ago, is now dead.
So what began last night is a night of live music and fun for...
First of all, look at Bebo P's uncle in the back.
Look, this.
Stop that bull, man. What's this dude doing back there?
Looking
man?
like his name was Point Dexter.
Yeah,
I'd rather...
Point Dexter Simmons back there.
I'd rather
I
be
know
with
when
the
you Negroes did it. I don't even like GloRilla.
Right.
I'd rather be with the talented 10th than here right now.
Yeah, man. Where's Dixie Chicks at?
Where's the bourgeoisie that I'm supposed to be at?
I know he's a Republican.
James Dubois.
Ended in tragedy with one person dead and 2 more fighting for their lives.
Investigators say that just after 11 p.m., the tightly packed crowd started to surge towards the exits of the Main Street
Hey, yo, that's a lot of people.
Armory venue after reports of gunfire that authorities say are unconfirmed.
What's another way out?
The stampede's aftermath seen here, leaving 2 dead, 8 others injured, and 1 still in critical condition.
When you go to a concert, you do not expect.
When you go,
Nah, bro.
he's got that Daniel Cameron swag. What he's got. Straight Daniel Cameron.
Smells of COON everywhere in that
Yeah,
precinct.
he's got the Danny Cameron.
You niggas got to calm it down.
Right.
Bourgeois all over here.
Trampled.
Tom Dubois.
Your loved ones expect you to be able to come home and talk about the experience that you had.
Police are now looking into a number of factors, including crowd size, possible gunfire, pepper spray, and the venue's entertainment license.
So again, this is where I'm at. The venue license, the venue, gunshots. This has nothing to do with my girlfriend, GloRilla SpongeBob SquarePants.
He's Squidward.
And Jay Camp's cousin, Finesse2tymes. So again, the family of one of the fans that passed away, RIP, and like I said, we making things light, but we're not knocking who passed away.
Right.
The situation boils down to why are the families always, even on the Astro situation with your boy
Travis
Scott, why are they suing the artist Jay Camp?
Well, I will say, though, I feel like the Travis Scott situation was slightly different.
Okay.
Because dude had bird's eye view. He's seen it getting out of hand. And he did nothing.
As he has before, even prior. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And this was a fool me once type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to you too, Darren, for it all day.
Appreciate
Salute
you,
Darren in
Darren.
the building,
Salute,
man.
brother.
Hold it
Appreciate
down.
you,
Hey,
man,
it's a
all
movie
day,
when he
man.
come
Salute to
through.
the chat too, man. The
Salute.
whole Fresh Out family, the Fresh Out
Yeah.
crew. We salute
We
all of
appreciate
y'all.
you.
And Darren
Appreciate
saying
that.
blessings
All
to
day.
Fresh Out crew in the chat. But
All
J Camp,
day.
keep
Blessings-
going in though. Salute
Blessings
Darren,
to
man.
you as well,
Oh,
Darren,
appreciate
for it,
you.
as well as the chat. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Darren.
mean, I do agree with you as well, Iceberg, that this should not be 100% on the artist. You know, the venue has to take some responsibility. Security has to take some responsibility. The city has to take some responsibility. Because are you not vetting these promoters who is setting these events up?
Yeah.
There should be a vetting process. I mean, these dudes have to file for the venue. So like that's why I said the venue, the promoters, the security, all those people need to accept responsibility. I was just making a point that the Travis Scott situation was just that type of thing I feel like was promoted at his events. You know what I'm saying? Not to have the kufi on, but absolutely,
Facts,
Phyllis.
Phyllis.
You can't
Facts.
blame GloRilla.
Facts.
Everything that I've seen, this was more so the people who's running the facility had no clue on how to handle crowd control at all. There was nothing set up properly. You had security and stuff so spaced out, not even in any type of position to make a move. And this is what happens. We've seen this happen in many major cities before. The same type of situation, because you got these shady promoters who's trying to get that bag and don't really have no security there.
Yep.
Period. And then you got these venues who ain't making no bread because of the pandemic. Everybody's struggling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they trying to get their bread back. So they gonna allow somebody with a 500 credit score to get the building.
Hey, salute Ty
450. Shout out to Ty Nitty.
That's usually what's happening. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what's happening. But now
More blessings to you too, brother.
You
More
can't
blessings to you,
blame
Ty.
GloRilla, and salute to Ty, man, all day. He's in the club.
Salute.
Not in that club, but he's in the Fresh Out club.
right. I had to clarify. Yeah.
J Camp, before Bebo goes in though, and the chat, how can we kind of stop some of these things just real quick, man? Like, is it something that I think you said the city should be responsible? Like, hey, because you already know if the spot is holding 1,000, they're gonna try to fit 25,
They're gonna try to put
15 up in that
1,500 in there, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
like,
saying? Especially at hip hop joints, man. Them country the bluegrass joints. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that because I see some cowboy hats there in the picture, brother. I see you. You are not slick, brother. I swear, Iceberg think he's slick.
I'm here to see that GloRilla. Hey, I don't like them colors, but I like GloRilla, man.
Right.
Oh my God.
Man, I think if these cities were smart, you know what I'm saying, they would have the fire marshal, everybody sign off on stuff. And there's just a vetting process, because you want to make sure you protect the artist too. That's why I said I'm not blaming GloRilla for this at all. I mean, we've seen, like Power said, we've seen MJ get pulled off the stage, before. We've seen Stevie Wonder in my hometown that he walked off the stage and sued the city because nobody was there to protect him. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have certain guardrails in place anytime you have a show. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, man, these promoters are just allowing these events to go rogue with no guardrails in place. And then the city not doing their homework and vetting the promoters and vetting the security intel that's being hired as well. Like, there needs to be a strict vetting process, man, so people can be held accountable. I mean, this is what happens in the real world. This is what happens from corporate America on down to your local church. The trustee be responsible to make sure the building is taken care of. If there's leaks and cracks off in the foundation, somebody's responsible for that. There has to be a responsible party for everything in these situations.
Imperial Stats saying they blame the artists, man, for these incidents. Facts.
You can't blame the artists for this, but hey, we got to blame Travis. Travis Scott got to accept some of what he was over on. Though.
Damn. Bebo, but what you seeing on this one, man? What you thinking on this, Bebo?
I definitely agree with what J Camp stated. I think when it comes to the artists, they do serve as at least a contribution as to why certain things do or don't go down in the way that they should or shouldn't. I mean, you probably wouldn't see a situation like this happen if it was maybe say more of a hip hop performance as opposed to GloRilla and Finesse2tymes performing. And I think as an artist, you should hold a fiduciary responsibility to to whatever does or doesn't happen if you go out there and perform out, from city to city. Now, I'm not saying that they need to be legally responsible per se for, the three that tragically got removed from this, from this world. I'm saying that this is more of a question. Would something like this have happened if the music were different? If the artists were different, if it was, say, I mean, you fill in the blank. But at the same time, at the same time, once again, J Camp is totally right, because it's the city as well. It's the security or lack thereof. Most of them are probably trying to holler at the females in the line anyway, as opposed to paying attention to what's going on. I mean, I've seen it.
You're right. 100%.
But hold up though, Bebo.
Yeah.
Man saying you don't hear nobody passing the J. Cole concerts. It's the lyrics in the artist's music as well that the venues lack the appropriate security, because they want to be cheap and not abiding by capacity.
Absolutely.
I think it's all the above is what I'm trying to say. So you're right, Madden.
Do you agree with Man though? I think
totally
that's bars
agree.
right there. That's
I totally
agree.
And that's an example of a hip hop concert.
Yeah.
J. Cole is hip hop. I'm not saying tragic things don't happen, but oftentimes with certain personalities, certain tragedies have a tendency to follow. And just saying, but I think all parties should be held responsible to some degree, even the hip hop promoter, or even these club promoters, rather. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that definitely should be held responsible, because they're the ones that's organizing, or lack thereof. They're the ones that. Go ahead, J Camp.
Well, they can control what type of crowd is in the building.
The logistics of the whole situation. You're right.
You can make exclusive events where you're selling tickets to select people. You can make a concert VIP if you want to.
You can.
I really do see artists going in that direction, where it's going to be word of mouth. You're going to get them Beyonce type shows where it's just going to be word of mouth, and it's going to be, because I mean, they almost have to go in that direction. Because if you just let anybody in with that white tee and them black ones, you know what's going to happen.
The black Air Force One.
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
As soon as that Tear the Club Up get played,
right,
or that
from my inwards, from my inwards.
Touch the mother ninjas.
Yeah. There's just certain songs that's going to trigger this.
It's a rap.
Do you think? Do you think this is racist? If they basically started saying, "Hey, if you do violent music, your venue needs to have double security."
I don't think that's racist. I think that's just smart. You're protecting the community doing that. There's nothing racist in that line of thinking at all.
Shout out to Sock.
Sock in the building was good, man.
Salute to Sock all day. All day. Nah, man, there is no racism in being smart.
Right.
At all. You know what I'm saying? That's called having a standard.
Right.
You want to have a standard to protect people.
Say that again, J Camp. It's called having what?
It's called having a standard, man, of protecting people, and not just getting the
fresh
bag.
out.
You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than, we always say it's bigger than hip hop. These shows is bigger than that too, man. You got to make sure people are safe. They paying their hard-earned money with the assumption that they will be safe at your event. That's why the promoters have to be held accountable.
Yep, they do.
Yep,
they do.
You have
or rather, they should. They should.
You have a
Only
responsibility to
saying
their
that would be
artists,
amazing, man. She's saying she agree with it too,
Shout
man.
out
If
to
you
all.
basically have like a, cause this thing when they going down the in bargains, they got that. They don't have them problems, man. You don't have
Right,
nobody shooting at
exactly.
no bluegrass joint, man.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
and those individuals, those artists, those performers serve as the face. For the
Right,
worst
they not
iceberg.
give you book.
Not
Nuck
give you
if you buck.
Yeah, you serve as the face, and you're the one that helps to present that energy to the crowd. So that's you can't negate that. You
So
can't
this
negate that.
Diamond's
In
verse
my
come
opinion.
on.
But, yeah, I think all parties have a.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Power 700 said to Iceberg, stay right there. You basically described last year's Rolling Loud with the NYPD. No ASAP, Dusties, or drill artists except Ice Spice. Wow. Ooh, 700 Club. Nah, Iceberg, not with a magnifying glass. Like we didn't catch that.
But nah, man, this is the thing. I think, man, to me, New York, Houston, definitely Florida, y'all wilding. They need to have something in there where, like, hey, if you have over this many, if you have these kind of artists, you're gonna have to pay double in security, man. Which we're not trying to hurt nobody's pockets. We're not trying to hurt nobody's back. Pull out the money, Debo.
It's already there, brother.
Come on, man. We ain't trying to hurt
Already
no
there.
money though. But to
Already
me,
there.
it's a public safety issue at this point. You know what I'm
So
saying?
do you-
Because
Yeah.
again,
Go ahead, bro.
That's why Madman was 100%, man. Like it's.
Speaking of the
I would definitely
Straight up,
charge
man.
artists. I should say artists, promoters triple.
Right.
You getting paid the highest ticket possible for this venue, and for us to allow, even police presence there. If you want a patrol car or two there outside when this joint's over with, it's gonna cost you a bag, bro. You can't just bring Pookie and the shooters. You know what I'm saying? On stage without having some
Here it
bags
comes.
to
Here
throw.
it comes. Here it comes.
Jay-Z Snitchington. I'm charging triple for the move. When I come.
Axel Stoley.
Yeah.
Hey man, you want
Axel
Jay-Z
Stoley.
Snitchington
With the
to come
extra
to a
medium
GloRilla
hat.
concert? Oh man, hey, triple. We're not paying. Hey man, we not. Hey, Boys in Blue ain't paying, man. Again, they trying to blame it on the cops, but the whole thing, man, is the venues, but also the city, in my opinion, too. So
City,
again,
the security, the promoters.
yeah, so you
and
gotta have the
artists.
security, and like J. Kim said, if I'm one of those artists, and let's flip it. Let's flip. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Let's flip the situation, make it the artist. Like J. Kim said, hey man, I want to be protected. What if that was my people at that concert, and I'm the rapper? You know what I'm saying? And I got my DJ. I got my couple of my people. I got some of the some of my girls up in there.
I see that, but at the same time, we just got done talking about GloRilla and the wig being snatched, and while she was crowd surfing, and then also, yeah, and then right before that, wasn't it just a drink? Wasn't it a drink or something that was thrown at another spot out west? So I mean, sometimes the energy that you convey, attracts
Facts.
what it is that you.
But again, if I'm an artist, man, I want to make sure my
about.
people are protected, and I don't want to pay out for security. So the
And there's
venue's
that
got
factor
to,
too. Yeah, you're
So,
right,
you know what I'm
Iceberg.
saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
You wanna
There's
make
many
sure they're
variables
taken care
at
of.
the end of the day,
Mhm.
and let me ask this question real quick because we know Iceberg's. He's
I'm gonna
he's
need
got his
backup on
stuff
his
ready.
joint.
He's got his nightstick ready.
Right.
Someone's
J. Kim need a floor in that joint.
with the extra medium car 54. Where are you at? No. Do you guys think that
I'm gonna need some
club-
drums on that one.
Do y'all even think that the club promoters care before
Ooh.
a situation like this happens where 3 people are taken out?
They care about their money.
No, they got the bag. I'm not saying their reputation won't take a hit in that community, because it most likely will.
Yeah.
But
Elementary J. Camp.
I made you, J. Camp.
if they have like one of those like groups, you know how like you have like the promoters that have a group of a team that throw parties, concerts.
Yeah.
I mean, the person who signed their name on all the paperwork, that dude's gonna take the L. But you still got the other cats who can still just change the name of the promotional group,
right,
and still put on the same events.
I need. He said publicity is
tacky.
publicity. It is tacky, J Camp. It is. But
Nitty's right though. Publicity is publicity. So
it is.
They're gonna do what they got to do.
To these folks, absolutely.
But I heard the girl who snatched her wig was wearing it later.
No, that's savage, Antoine. That's savage. That's like the dude.
We know Iceberg has his own. Iceberg has a little something back there too, don't he? No. Oh, Iceberg is the one who has it.
I got a GloRilla too. And first of all, it's light-skinned Aubrey Seal in the building. I need to make sure that I'm protected
like
at all
your
times.
chancla snatch.
Come
I mean,
on.
that's a new flex right there. They snatched her wig and was on the ground.
And then Iceberg was there, snatched it, and then went ahead and dyed it from blonde to black. Not Iceberg.
That's an extra flex.
Light-skinned Aubrey Seal. But anyway, like I said, man, we gave y'all an hour and a half, man. Gave y'all 1,000 bars, man.
Condolences to the families of the three
Absolutely.
who have
facts, man.
whose lives have been robbed from that entire situation. So we're
having this conversation so this doesn't happen again. And like Power 700 said, this happened with Diddy and Heavy D way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So this has been going on as far as stampeding. And again, somebody shoots a gun, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So
most people are. And a lot of those places only got one way in, one way out. You got that one door in the back.
Facts.
Right.
Everybody trying to get through it.
It's almost like when you go to that kind of concert, it's like, yo, where is the exit so we know where to go if something happens?
You
know what I'm
already
saying?
know.
So
it's like when Bebo was talking about that Carrie when she burned
last
down
week,
the school gym. The first thing she set on fire was that back door. The only door.
You ain't getting out of this joint.
Nah, she said, y'all it's going down in here.
Pearl Stats said I'm from ATL 2. Songs went crazy down there, but it ain't top 100 either.
Listen,
word.
When that Knuckles Buck came on, it's like at least 3 or 4 songs you knew somebody gonna get stomped.
Tear the club up.
If you ain't a part of whatever is going on or whatever, you get out the way.
And that how you do that there when that came
on
too.
Yeah.
Somebody getting slapped.
Facts, then.
off TOP.
Well, like I said, man, salute to everybody that was there. They lost their lives, man, and their families, man. RIP to everybody, man. Again, hopefully we don't go through this again. Bars. Before we get up out of here, man, J Camp, bless the people.
Man, appreciate the chat as always, man, bringing it. As always, salute the madman for raising the floor again on some additional talking points, man. Salute to Nitty, Antoine, everybody that always contribute all day. Carmen, Mama Bear, Nightmare.
My brother right there.
So many to name. Power all day long. Man, there's so many to name, man. Y'all just holding it down. Darren holding it down. Man, we appreciate y'all all day.
We really
man.
do.
It's all love, man.
Sock, man.
We got this hip hop community.
Come on, man. Miss LB, we ain't seen Miss LB must be working third shift.
She must be, or she got a boo that's through.
Yeah, she got. Last night, I think.
Yeah, she might have a boo that's through. Miss Lisa.
Not that boo that's through though, J Camp. That boo that's
OG,
through.
make sure you come back too, man. Make sure you slide back in, bro.
Hey man, salute to Prime Minister Sports, man. Salute, good, man, in the building, man, holding it down, of course, man. Salute to you.
Your Knicks knocked off my Lakers, man. I ain't feeling that, but we
don't mess with them Knicks joints.
Oli, salute to you too.
Yeah, salute Oli.
We need that music too, Oli. We need that music from you.
Push you low. What's the word? What you do?
You need to bless us with some music.
We already know what we do.
Mama Bear said, hold on. I got a new one for Mama. Mama. I got that new one. Mama Bear. Salute to Casey though.
Ready.
That's just
Ty, man. So salute.
I appreciate you. Hey, appreciate you, kings and queens as well, Ty Nitty, and hey, shout out to you.
Low. What it do, man?
Definitely want to send with definitely don't want to forget to send well wishes to young MA, as most of us saw her getting her hair done to some degree, and she had, you know, some yellow looking eyes, which oftentimes suggests a bad liver.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's what it is, but, you know, oftentimes that's what it suggests. So regardless of what the situation really is, we definitely want to send well wishes to young MA with whatever is going on. And, you know, we hope that you get better from whatever is happening with your health. And condolences to Bobby Caldwell. That just got announced today, you know, his passing. You know, shout out to his loved ones. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Absolutely. He was one of the more sampled artists that gave his fan bases songs like The Next Time I Fall, What You Won't Do for Love, and just countless others. Again, one of the most sampled artists that we utilize within the hip hop space. So rest well to good old Bobby. And you guys out there in the chat, we appreciate y'all so much. So we want y'all to take care of yourselves out there and continue to be safe as can be. Much love, because there is no fresh out without y'all. You ain't got to wipe your feet when you come here. Hit that like and subscribe button and notification bell. Definitely check us out on all of our platforms. You know what I'm saying? Iceberg, you can pull those up whenever I get done. You know what I'm saying? But we'll catch y'all next Saturday, this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. This coming Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If not soon after.
I hope you set your clocks too, because if you didn't, you might miss an hour of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Set them boys. Yeah, check the time. Don't be a Ja Morant out here, you know, unless you're in the stage of Ja Morant where you get yourself together. Shout out to everybody out there. Take care. God bless, and land this plane home, Detective Berg.
Hey man, like I said, salute to everybody, man, in the chat. Y'all was going crazy tonight. J. Campbell going in, Bebo P. Like, again, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Salute to J. Campbell, Bebo P, man. Like,
salute to Iceberg as well.
It's hard to get here every Wednesday, man, to get right and give you these jewels, these bars, man. But they come through and hold it down.
We appreciate the grace. We appreciate the grace that y'all give us too.
Man, up at 5:30, I was sleeping.
Salute,
it hit 9:15. I was about to be like, hey, y'all may not be able to do it today.
All right. We appreciate y'all for giving us
young Jai. Yeah. But again, man, we out of here, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Love you guys. See you guys Saturday, man. We be on deck, man. Again, J. Kent, Bebo P, LB the Podfather. Peace.
I'd like to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast. Bebo P's in the building. What's good?
What's going bar for bar?
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
Good.